Hey guys, MATK here. Just wanted to talk about some of the new updates, and there are some that are noteworthy. First thing is the secret shop has been updated. So there's the typical like new unit equipment sets and things like that, but I didn't get any of them, so I'm not really gonna be concerned with that. I am surprised that Bolt's shards are 3,000 instead of 4,000 because typically the 3,000 is for the 4-star base characters, but he's a 5-star, so. And obviously it's every bit as good as these other units. So if you're trying to build up your Bolt to job 3, might be worth it. And then there's these pirate rare equipment sets. I have seen some pirate stuff in the other shops, so it's not like impossible to find, but it might be a nice shortcut for you if you're trying to build Shenmei up really quickly. And then there's some gear shards and things like that, but not really that interesting. What I am interested in, not the kimono, not the skin, but there's actually some cool stuff here. So lion sets are always useful, of course. Physical attack rare equipment set, that's the first time I've seen that. That's pretty good, considering that those are two of those things are pretty high-end stuff. I think the robe and the halberd, whatever it's called. But what's really cool, for me at least, is the fact that you can buy these for just Zenny now. Winged boots are very often used and typically cost like 13, 14 gems to buy. I forgot how much it is. And then there's 3 compasses in here, which is really big because compasses are used for everything, pretty much. So the fact that you're able to buy these for Zenny now is really awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and buy it out because you're always gonna need these. There's never gonna be a time when you're like set for life, So I'm gonna buy all these. And then there's like some other stuff, typical stuff I guess, but I would definitely recommend at least buying those 2 things. Nothing else new. The other thing that we're going to talk about, two other things that we need to talk about. First, the new events, the farming levels. I've already done the soul encounter. I'm not sure if there's a way to auto it really. I'm sure there is. There's always somebody that figures out something cool, but basically it's like 3 enemies kind of facing you, and then behind them is a treasure chest which has the soul shards. So it's going to be hard to auto without killing all 3 of those guys and to get the treasure chest first. Maybe with like a bunch of ninjas, maybe it's possible, but I just kind of did it manually because it's only 3 enemies and they just seem to be kind of blocking off the treasure chest a little bit, so be careful that you don't fully auto it, because if you kill all 3, don't get the treasure chest, and you won't get your shards. And then finally, the metal fiend attack. I'm still trying to figure out a way to auto this as well. So basically, there's metal fiends in there that reduce the attack of your whole party. So I tried to go in with like a mage party, but even with that, it's going to be kind of tough to penetrate the defenses of the fiends and the ratties even. So I'm sure if you have a bunch of like really strong sages and stuff like that, it'd probably be possible. Probably the best lead that you can have, which I haven't built up, is Mia, because she has a 20% magic damage leader skill. But even with that, and even like dancers, a dancer reducing their magic defense, I still was not able to one-shot the fiends with my Vanicus, even as a mage and everything. And she has 432 magic attack, which is not bad. I even took off the swift charge or whatever just so that I could get higher magic. It still wasn't enough to one-shot them. I am able to one-shot them with my Feng Lu, which we've all become very familiar with. So if I have swift charge on, he has 489 magic attack. This is not even enough to one-shot the fiends. He can one-shot the ratties, but not the fiends, unless he has like at least a 10% magic attack or magic damage leader skill like Vanicus has. But if I don't want to bring Vanicus and I don't want to focus so much on magic, I do need to have both of these passives on. 522 magic attack seems to be almost like just enough to kill everything one shot. With the fiends, he'll do like 19 damage, but that's enough to kill him. So yeah, he's like my only one-shot kill reliable guy right now. I am trying to do kind of like a fire team kind of thing, because two of my highest attack, heroes, Zangetsu and Vargas, are both fire. So this is the team that I tried out. And you want to make sure that you fill out all the slots with characters that actually need to be leveled. Except for, obviously my Zangetsu really doesn't need to be leveled. He's almost maxed anyway, but he's just there for utility's sake. But this is actually a very good level. It's 30 AP, so it's very comparable to like the key dungeons, but I'm not sure exactly about the drop rates, but the lowest I've ever gotten of the Fiends is like 2, and then maybe like 6 orange apples, which doesn't sound that great, but I mean that's par for the course even for the key dungeons. And you also have to remember that the Fiends give like 5,000 more XP than the forbidden apples do. Plus, when you run the level, every character that you bring gets 10,000 experience instead of the typical 6,500. So it's actually a very, very AP efficient level. I'm going to be doing this a ton, trying to level up my whole, any character that I can see conceivably being used in the future. I'm going to try to level them during this time. Let me just go ahead and show you my auto run. It's not that great. I'm sure there's going to be better strategies coming out, but this is just what I've done so far. There's going to be guys like Doom Square or Noodle or some of these other guys who are really good at figuring out stuff, who will probably have better strats. But for my purposes, out of the maybe 5 runs that I've done, this is probably the one that works best for me so far. So yeah, like I said, Feng Liu can one-shot everything, including the Fiends. The Fiends are a little bit tougher to kill than the Ratties are. I think the Ratties are all wind, so that's another reason why a fire team might work well. Oh, and yeah, these guys lower attack. So that's initially why I thought like an all mage team would be really good. But if you need to have all of them like above 500 magic, it's gonna be pretty tough. Yeah, see, he can't kill the Fiend. Plus they're dark element, so he doesn't have the elemental advantage anymore. Without the lower attack thing, I know Vargas and Zangetsu can kill everything with one shot, but I think with the lower attack, they're gonna struggle. Yeah, certainly that's not gonna do it. Trying to remember now if Zangetsu even gets to really kill anybody. But yeah, it's kind of a bummer that I can't get my mages to one-shot them. Maybe I'll have to build up another sage, like Vincent or something, because their spells are a little bit stronger. Okay, the combo attacks work. The cast time is not really a big concern in this level because like it just doesn't seem to matter. And when you auto it, it seems to kind of take that into account and time everything properly. So yeah, that's my auto team. I'm sure it's not optimized, but just wanted to show you what I have so far. And then the one last thing that I'm going to show you is the new arena, believe it or not. Okay, so 1 is the minimum that you can get because that's the actual treasure chest in the level. So this was a really bad run, but you still get decent amount of experience for your whole team, plus the 1 apple. I mean, it's not too bad. Plus, you can run it as much as you want. There's no like key or time limit. Okay, so anyway, let's go to the arena. So we had reverted back to the original arena from the launch for like a couple days, but then for some reason they switched it to a different one now. So let me show you. This is my attack team. My defensive team is a little different. I'm going to try this out for a little bit. At least on the defensive team, I know that the middle slot is going to be like starting off on the high platform, so a sniper would go well there. As far as attack team, my Yomi is going to start off at the bottom. Magnus is probably going to be the closest to the platform, although he's not going to stand on top of it from the start. And then Elmira will be kind of toward the tops, and because of her really high range, she can still pick off the enemies, I hope. So this is the team that I'm running. Oh wow, a lot of other people are doing Yomi too. Really? Shrine Maiden, huh? Oh, I'm scared of all these level 85s. I fought against an all level 85 team this morning, and every single character that was attacking was doing a combo attack, and I lost. But yeah, it's gonna be hard for me to compete up here. JeremyZero. Okay, so this is a very, very obviously good YouTuber. Also goes on Reddit, has his famous tier list or rankings. Why don't we go ahead and fight him? I respect him very much, and I think people will enjoy watching me possibly lose to him. But yeah, you can see the layout is very, very different. Man, I thought I was kind of being original with this setup because this morning, like, people were still running a lot of snipers. Okay, but I guess they're adjusting. I wonder if that guy with the Shrine Maiden Yomi, I wonder if that was a mistake and they just haven't switched the defensive job yet. Because I can't imagine. Well, I guess there is a little bit of distance, so, you know, buffing up before going in could make some sense. Okay, he's probably dead. Yeah. Even with the guard, elemental advantage and everything, and he had already taken a shot. Okay, let's kill him. Yes, nice. My Elmira does have... Oh man, that guy is tanky, dude. He probably has like 1200 plus HP. He's gonna be tough to take down. Oh man, my Yomi's dead, isn't she? Yeah. My Elmira has the Alkemono mascot, but that's not gonna really keep her alive. Yeah, I lost. But yeah, anyway, that's okay. So that's the new arena, kind of cool. I actually did experiment with my Rosa, who has 7 jump, and she was actually able to scale that big platform in one go. The only problem with her was that any tank like a Selena or a Vettel could actually hit her from below with the Lightbringer skill, because it doesn't have a height restriction apparently. So that's kind of her main weakness. I was hoping she could get up there, you know, pick off the sniper and then kind of be safe for a little bit, but yeah, anybody with one of those kinds of skills can still hit her. So anyway, that's pretty much the updates that I have covered. Pretty cool stuff. I'm going to be farming that Metal Fiend thing like crazy now that I'm done with all the Gurn blades. So anyway, hope you guys learned something, and definitely check out the shops for sure. So take care, guys, and see you next time.